Welcome back to JPP Investments, and today I have a few topics I want to talk about, and I just want to kind of pound right through them. So I'm using a couple of timers to keep myself on track. I sound a little nasally. I have a cold. I'm not feeling so hot, but I got some extra time on my hands. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So what am I going to be talking about today? Well, I have three topics I'm going to be discussing. One is going to be my NFT project that I'm working on. I'm going to be starting a newsletter soon. And I made a mistake, and it's a mistake I want to adjust to the channel and anybody that watches me, or more so on my Instagram, because a mistake was made on Instagram. So didn't commit securities fraud or anything like that, but it is still something I find extremely important to talk about. So let's just get right on through it. So first things first, NFT project. So it's a project I'm going to be working on for the next few years. This is probably going to be the only video you'll ever hear me talk about it. It's something I want to build over the course of a few years. Really make sure it's a well-established project where I can actually where I can engage with my viewers and my audience, and hopefully bring them actual value through these NFTs, through future investments or meetups, anything like that. I don't really know where I'm going with this project just yet, so I'm in the works of it, but I do have a few ideas. And so there's going to be two ways to qualify for it. You're not even going to have to know. You're not going to have to fill anything out. But I'm going to wind up picking 30 people total. And it's going to be 15 of my Instagram followers, all at random. And this is from when this video is being recorded. So if you follow me after this has been posted, then unfortunately you automatically don't qualify. But it's also going to be 15 of my first 100 YouTube subscribers. Perfect timing. On to the next one. Newsletter. I'm starting a newsletter. It's not going to be posted probably, when are we? We're in the end of April. Probably for another 2-ish months, maybe a month and a half. But the purpose of it is really to be able to talk about more engaging topics and just have another outlet for people to really hear an opinion from. So it's going to be more in depth from my videos, because I struggle to make my YouTube videos where I can pack in enough content in a short enough time. So I'm going to be writing these newsletters to really try to give a little bit more information and more of my opinion on certain topics, and overall just like widen the community a little bit and really just give you different options of learning. So with that being said, on to the next one. Now this is a little bit more of a serious topic. Nothing crazy. Again, I didn't commit fraud. I didn't do anything illegal. So let's just start. So I post on Instagram about stocks I like or stocks that I buy, and I've made some pretty good picks. I'm not patting myself on the back. I talked about Fortinet. I was up 200% on one point at that. I talked about JP Morgan at like $60. I think it was 70. I've talked about oil. I've talked about Bitcoin. So I have made some good picks. But with that being said, you can make some pretty bad picks at sometimes. And so to address one of the stocks I picked was Canopy Growth. So Canopy Growth, if you look at it, it's like $5.50 a share right now. I think I was talking about it when it was like $17 to $25 a share. Absolutely plummeted. Ton of different factors taken into account. I don't think they did anything wrong. Maybe overvaluation, whatever it might be. I made a poor pick. So I want to address that because it's important for me to be honest with viewers and with everybody that watches me, is that I'm never going to hide behind my mistakes. I made some crazy mistakes, this being one of them. And I really hope nobody just bought in blindly. That's why everything I make is never financial advice, because you just never know what's going to happen. And actually, I only found out because I had sold out of it a while ago. I didn't even think, because I'm not an active trader, so I'm not saying buy, sell, buy, sell. And I get a notification in the mail, and they're settling a lawsuit for Canopy Growth because the management got a little overexcited about where they saw the company going. And so that really affects investors. So when I'm reading what they're telling me, I am going to make more predictions based off where management tells me. And so this is a mistake I made on my half, was taking into too much account of what they were saying. So a lesson I'm giving to you guys is a lesson from my own mistake, but that lesson is always do your own research at all times, regardless of my mistake or not. But another big lesson you can learn from this mistake is to never put all your eggs in one basket. Canopy Growth was never a big position in my portfolio. It wasn't one of my high conviction stocks like it is Palantir. I bought Palantir at $25 a share. It's like $12. I still buy more. I really love that stock. I'm going to have to extend this time. But never go so heavy into an investment that you can lose everything unless you're prepared for that. And so things like this, things like a lawsuit can come up and it can totally destroy your investments. And look at here, prime thing. I was never Netflix. I was never an advocate for buying Netflix. But look at Netflix. They had their first decline in viewership in like 20 years or something like that. Stock absolutely got obliterated. And it's something that you need to understand is to never, never, never go so far into an investment that if something like that happens or something like this happens, you lose everything. I forgot where I heard it from, but you have to make sure you have to view this as like a fight. You don't want to get traumatic brain injury and die. You want to be able to keep fighting on for another day. So never put all your eggs in one basket. And that's a lesson that I've learned. I've always felt, but I'm a little more aggressive, so I don't have as many positions. But this is a prime example of what can happen. So with that being said, I'm starting to feel it a little bit myself. So I'm going to wrap this video up while I can still talk. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great one. I'm never going to hide behind my mistakes. I'm super excited to get this NFT project started in like 5 years. I'm planning on building it now. Can't wait to get everybody involved. I'm excited for this newsletter. So all that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you want to yell at me for picking a stupid stock, put it down in the comments. If you have a stock you want to tell me about, put it down in the comments. You want to talk about NFTs, whatever. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you like the video, give it a like. If not, give it a dislike. So that being said, again, for the last time, have a good one.